Families of more than 100 captives in Gaza who've been hostage now for 241 days. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan met with some families of American hostages today, where he promised that the United States knows how to deal with Netanyahu. Sullivan wrote on X a short time ago, quote, "This deal must get done." Well, joining us now is Shani Segal, whose cousin Rimon and her husband Yagev were kidnapped from their home on October 7th. Rimon was released on November 28th, but Yagev remains hostage in Gaza. Shani, thank you so much for joining us. Your cousin Rimon was released, but Hamas said in March that her husband Yagev was killed. Israel has not confirmed it. Do you have any update?
So first of all, I want to thank you for having us. And just a small correction, his name is Yagev.
My apologies for the bad pronunciation.
No, it is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I do want to share something. We're not in any liberty to share the status of her captivity or any stories about that. But what I do want to share about her release is that when she came back to us after 53 days, she was 30 pounds less.
30 pounds?
And I'm sitting in the U.S. and I'm hearing want to lose 4 pounds in 1 month. And I'm thinking to myself, what would it take? Like what would be the situation that make you lose 30 pounds in 53 days?
Yeah.
We don't have any confirmation about Yagev's status. So as far as we're concerned, he's still alive and he needs to come back to us because we need him with us. But it's terrifying because all of our hostages, may I remind you that as you said, it's been over 240 days and the Red Cross have not examined or seen our hostages. We have no idea what's their status, if they're being fed, if they're sleeping. Anything about their well-being is unknown to us.
I can't imagine how your cousin, or you for that matter, all of you who love Yagev, I mean, how you sleep, how you function, having a member of your family, somebody that you love, being held in conditions like this.
We don't. Truth to the matter is that, we're dealing with mental issues, physical issues, sleep. We don't have anything unless we get our families back. We want our families back, regardless of whatever it takes. And we need to understand that mass kidnapping, like occurred on October 7th, is, if I'm not mistaken, first of all, it's the first time in history that it happens, in that size. I may be wrong in that, but it's something to think about. It's a risk that all of the world should be concerned of.
Yeah.
And secondly, as we are currently in the U.S., besides 9/11, this is the biggest U.S. casualties that happen outside of the U.S. ground. 45 Americans were murdered on that day.
Yeah, many protesting in Israel have felt for some time what President Biden expressed in that interview today, that Benjamin Netanyahu is prolonging this war for his own political benefit, because his cabinet has already said, we're leaving you if you accept this ceasefire. And if you don't continue this war, and the Netanyahu government would crumble, and that would be that. What do you think? Do you think that he is really not doing everything he could be doing for the hostages to ensure his own political survival?
I don't want to even think about that option, because if that's an option, then our world is a very dangerous place. But I want to say two things. First of all, is the fact that we are dealing with a terror organization. Hamas is a terror organization that lays down rules and terms that are non-logical in any way. And secondly, we need to understand that we don't have a guidebook to tell us what to do and how to do it, as this doesn't have any precedent, within our days of age.
Yeah.
This is a very complex situation. But what I want to say is this is the time to bring all of the hostages back. There are still babies there. They're, elderly. They're sick people. They're, humanitarian crisis. And I'm a person of numbers. There are over 20 nationalities among the hostages. There are over 70 hostages that have dual citizenship. This is a humanitarian global crisis. It is not about politics or what Netanyahu should or should not do. This is a time for the whole world to say, if we allow civilians to be taken from their homes and from a party today, it will happen again tomorrow. And it doesn't matter who would be on the other side. And this is something that the whole world should unite together and say, the hostages should be released unconditionally.
Right.
And if you want to put the conditions under this specific deal, sign it. Just do it.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.